Hey, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. Thanks for tuning in to the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM. If you're interested in sponsoring my show, you can send me an email to the MikeWagnerShow@gmail.com, or you could also donate to the podcast. Just go to the Donate Listen site, and you can also donate whatever you like. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. For those who are interested, Anchor can give you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. We got creation tools, allows you to record and edit podcasts so it sounds great, and they'll distribute the podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple, Google, many more. And you can make money from the podcast with no minimum listenership. So download the Anchor app for free or go to Anchor FM to get started.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all you need. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Deezer, Stitcher, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with a wonderful violinist from Albuquerque, New Mexico. She graduated from the University of Puget Sound in 2015 in French. She played the violin. Also traveled to France and Stockholm, Sweden. She's got some great music out there. I mean, just a very unique mix and just a labor of love with a lot of things. You know, play some Cajun, French, Irish, Southwestern folk music, and combine them all together. And what do we get? A terrific album coming out from the pride of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, Rosalind Hutchinson, best known as Hosie. Hosie, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing great here. So you've been a violinist for quite some time, and you were born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You graduated from Puget Sound back in 2015. You majored in French. You also played a violin. You traveled to France and Stockholm, Sweden. You also got an album coming out as well, too. We'll play a couple of tracks. And before we get into all that, tell us how I got started.
I got started when I was about 8 years old. I started playing the fiddle with a wonderful teacher named Jeannie. She has a project called Bayou Seco, and so she has traveled everywhere with her partner Kin, and they've been doing music forever. And so I started playing the fiddle and just continued doing that all through school. Eventually, I played classical music. I got a scholarship in college and all that, and, you know, did a lot of classical music. And then I moved to France, and I just had tons of time. I moved there, and I didn't know a single person. And so I just picked up the guitar again. I had quit after just learning for a couple months in high school, and I had a colleague at school with me who had a guitar, and she just gave me a guitar. And I lived in a room at the very top of a building that was like a maid's quarters, and so it was about a 10-foot by 10-foot space. And so I just spent a lot of time getting back comfortable with playing guitar, and I had this terrible laptop at the time and just started making recordings and just kept up with it.
That is, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, no.
That is just amazing what you have as well, too. What was that one precise moment that influenced you into playing the violin and the guitar?
I think it was just, I guess, being a young kid and playing music in front of people for the first time, because I'm a shy, awkward sort of person. So having a way to communicate with people that's not, having to talk to them directly, but still being able to give somebody else a gift, just kind of got me hooked.
And that is amazing, too. And who are some of your favorite artists, singers, musicians, and violinists growing up?
Well, I loved, traditional music growing up. I listened to more like Americana type folk music, J.P. Fraley. Here in New Mexico, I got a chance to play with a guy named Cleophas Ortiz, and he did lots of Spanish colonial dance music, and so I just loved that. And then I got into more like Smashing Pumpkins and Nirvana and a lot of indie rock and Elliott Smith, things like that. And
that is
more.
That is amazing. And how about your favorite guitarist growing up?
My dad loved Frank Zappa, and so we watched a lot of his movies and things like that. And he's a crazy guitar player, but I don't quite aspire to that sort of style.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we'll also play a couple of your tunes in just a minute, but first listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention The Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with Rosalind Hutchinson, best known as Hosie, the violinist, guitarist, and multi-talented musician here on The Mike Wagner Show. She graduated from Puget Sound in 2015 and born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And before we get to some of her works, right now we've got Bannister from her self-titled debut, Hosie. Here's Bannister right here on The Mike Wagner Show. Well, we have some technical difficulties with that song as well, too, but that's a really good piece. So just tell us more about that song and what inspired you to write it.
I'm sorry. I thought you were playing it and eating chips at the same time, but obviously it wasn't chips. Well, that song is about being somewhere just alone and kind of remembering people that you know far away, and just kind of talking about the way that you don't really think about what somebody's voice sounds like or what their laugh sounds like or anything about them that's really detailed until you're far away from them. Mm-hmm. And you can't talk to them anymore.
Mm-hmm. And of course, I think we also have a really good one as well, too. And we got your most popular one playing on Spotify right now. Here's stream from Rosalind, Hutchinson, best known as Hosie, right here on the Mike Wagner.
The surface stone like spittle gave reflecting stars shoot points of light. Oh, sandy pebbles and lines. The water's shadows stream pale waves below. Breathe so gently breaking the line. They always come and never repeat twice. Everything is constantly sensitive moving about. Going down to the tunnel, coming out. All the things circle madly around. Whirlpool waves that carry down. Somebody singing much less above. I put my feet in this pool until I think my bones turn to milky eyes. Some of purple toenails no longer feel warm. The colder I get, the less alone am I. The colder I get, the less alone am I. The colder I get, the less alone am I. Water rushing through those tiny hairs on the naked skin. Just like a leaf of straight green grass on the bank. Every direction that doesn't change. And I know I could have been anything. And my soul is unmarked with the cold and old. His body's buried in the snow. His ashes scattered on the wheat into the grains my mother ate. Now I'm home in the sun, watching gentle waters roll along. Now I'm home in the sun, watching gentle waters roll along. Now I'm home in the sun, watching gentle waters roll along. Now I'm home in the sun, watching gentle waters roll along. Now I'm home in the sun, watching gentle waters roll along.
And that's Hosie with Stream here on the Mike Wagner Show. And tell us more about that song and what inspired you to write it.
Stream is about being in nature and feeling like a very small part of it, if not just a speck. I wrote that song about a day that I spent kind of the entire day just sitting next to a stream. Again, that was when I lived in France and I had just arrived there, and I didn't have much going on, and so I had the time and the European lifestyle to just sit outside and stare at a stream all day. And so
And what inspired you to go to France and stay there for a little bit? I was just curious.
Well, at that point in my life, I was studying French, and I had been going to the University of New Mexico, and they had this program where you could go to a foreign country and teach English, and so I decided to go live in France for 2 years and just travel around and busk and learn guitar and, spend time away from New Mexico so that I could come back and love it even more here.
And that sounds fantastic, too. We'll talk about your ventures playing and what's coming up as well, too. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with Rosalind Hutchinson, best known as Hosie, here on the Mike Wagner Show from Albuquerque, New Mexico. You've traveled to France and Stockholm, Sweden, and played for a little bit in your local town and Denver as well, too. And tell us more about your performances and, was it like living in, or touring in Sweden, I should say?
So I went to Sweden through a festival that's Denver-based called Titteranch. And so it's kind of the sister festival of a festival called Gatas y Vatas in Albuquerque. And so in 2018, a friend of the organizer in Denver through the festival in Sweden. And so lots and lots of female performers, queer performers, experimental performers from Albuquerque and Denver got a chance to play in Sweden. And it was really cool because we played in a space called Filkingen, which is pretty much the longest running experimental music space in Sweden. And so it was cool to kind of see a space like that because, here in Albuquerque, noise is important, experimental music is important, but we really lack the sort of resources that have been put into, less popular sort of genres of music. And so to be in a space like that with, great equipment, just everything we needed, and a beautiful place. It was a great experience, and it makes me want to work even harder to keep our venues in Albuquerque going.
That sounds fantastic. And what are your upcoming plans for 2020?
I don't really know because I had a tour sort of planned for June, and it looks like that is going to be postponed or canceled. But I'm working on recordings, and I'm just trying to absorb a lot of music online that my really inspirational friends are doing. I don't know, Lady Uranium, Deerhoof, Big Hen, just tons of musicians who are putting things online, doing shows online. And so I think that's something I'm going to do. I'm going to play on this Saturday, an online show through Instagram. And my Instagram handle is at Hosie Hutchinson. And so going to try to get more comfortable doing that because as of last week, I had never played a live show online. And so it's kind of interesting medium to explore during this time of being confined.
Mm-hmm. And it makes a lot of sense, too. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
I mean, it's hard to think of just one. I mean, people who really got me started, my friend Marisa, who has a project called Bigawatt, like I said, Lady Uranium, Heather Trost, who I play music with, Deerhoof, my friend John, who's just really inspirational musician, my partner Drake, and, you know, mostly people who play music here, Ermine, Aloner Lee, lots of things that maybe a wider audience wouldn't know, but people that I see on a monthly basis playing music live that I just don't feel like I can live without.
That's totally understandable. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
I mean, I have been watching chickens, watching the garden grow, just kind of trying to take things slow and take advantage of moments of calm and creativity and humor. You know, being inside and being at home is more bearable when you're connected to other people and still pursuing creative projects. And I made some puppets with my daughter the other day, and my students, I had them all make puppets. And so, you know, we're doing some puppet video and playing songs and just trying to be silly and not to leave home.
That makes a lot of sense. Once again, Rosalind Hutchinson, best known as Hosie, here on the Mike Wagner Show from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or listen to your music?
Hosie is on Spotify and CD Baby and Twitter and Facebook and Bandcamp. My music's released through a beautiful label called Matron Records out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. And so pretty much everything on that label is wonderful. And so I would highly recommend that people go to the Matron Records website, check out Gata Zivatas, check out Tit Wrench, check out, Facebook. Have I said it at all? Instagram. I'm everywhere under Hosie. And I would really look forward to anybody who wants to contact me and collaborate and send me your music. Other than that, yeah.
Sounds great.
All the internet spaces I can think of.
Sounds great, Hosie. Thank you very much for your time. You've been fantastic. Look forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Look forward to having you back on in 2020. You've been fantastic.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.